Hello everyone, it's Aislinn here. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. So we are Sunday, June 28th. This last week after my readathon, I have had almost zero time to read. I did read for about an hour and a half earlier today. Read 79 pages, and I am now up to page 191 in these Rebel Waves. I am enjoying it, but I am finding it hard to focus on it, and I think that's not really a fault of the book. It's just all the other stuff going on in my life right now. So we'll see what the next couple of days brings. I will definitely be doing a stats at the end, how many pages I read, how many books I read, how many hours I read, that kind of thing. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So next clip will hopefully be tomorrow, and I can get some reading done for the last couple of days to kind of get back on track. And other than that, bye. Okay, June 30th, time for the June challenge stats and kind of where I am. Last night I did pick up Dracul. I read for about an hour and 20 minutes. I got 50 pages read, and I'm actually going to end up DNFing this one. It's not because I don't think the story doesn't have potential. What I did read was good at its heart. It's just the writing styles. It blends writing styles between third person and first person. So first person when it's the journal entries, and that's the first person style. It's styled as if you're reading a diary or someone is writing in a diary. And then there's the third person, which happens in like story mode, which is everything outside of the journals that Bram is not writing about. This is told, the journal entries, or at least what I read, were told from Bram Stoker's point of view, and this is a fictional story of his life and how he come up with the idea to write Dracula. So this unfortunately will be a DNF for me, even though I love vampires, because as much as I think the story has potential and I think I would enjoy it, if I can't get into a writing style, it does not matter how good the story is. I will not be having a good time. And I am so tired of wasting time on books I can't get into and I don't like the writing styles of. So that's a hard pass for me. So the rest of the stats. So my longest ongoing streak was 9 days. I read a total of 19 out of 29 days. Yeah, last week really, really killed my days read stats. But that was an average of overall about 3 hours and 34 minutes a day. Now there was a 24-hour readathon in there, and there was also a couple days where even when I didn't do a readathon, I read more than my allotted 2 hours. So yeah, and this is all rounded up because I ain't doing decimal points. Forget it. Total hours read throughout the month was 64 hours, and it worked out to about 175 pages. Total number of pages read was 3,321. I started 8 books and I finished 8 books, and they were not tiny books. They average, I can't remember the average pages per book, but I think some were a little more and some were a little less, but I think 400 was about the average of the books that I read for the amount of pages. So yeah, overall, even though I did not complete the challenge of reading 2 hours a day every day for 30 days, I figured I might not. Life gets in the way. I am incredibly happy with those stats because I read as much as possible, still made time for other stuff, and got 8 books read in a month. Like, that's like my best reading month probably in 2 years. Because my reading stats last year were shit. And up until this year, they've been pretty shit. So yeah, that's it for this wrap up. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for July's TBR and July's 24-hour readathon. I might catch up on my blind picks. I'm not doing blind picks for July because my TBR is getting big enough. And I still really want to kind of marathon Rena Kent's books, which I might still do. I haven't figured that out. Tomorrow's a holiday, so July 1st, Canada Day. So I can figure that out tomorrow. For now, I think I'm going to go update my reading journal and kind of get ready for bed. Yeah, that's it. So have a wonderful evening. And for any fellow Canadians out there, happy Canada Day for tomorrow.